All right, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar. And before I hop into the spiritual hydration, first and foremost, I would like to give all praises to the Most High and their true Paleo Hebrew names and in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. So with that, I would like to say, Kal Halayim, Le Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Ha, Rakah, Kodashim, Ma'amaf. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder as well, Aharwan Banya Sharala. And Shalom to the Akim, the brothers and the women and children that sincerely believe, man. All right, so, the spiritual hydration is matter of fact, let me get this scripture first. This is the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. All right, it says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. All right. And I wanted to do the spiritual hydration on this precept because, tonight I was I work overnight, so it's really this morning. As I had stopped to get something to eat, throughout my shift, I had stopped to get something to eat. I got my food, I'm sitting in the car. Actually, no, I ordered my food and I'm sitting in the car waiting for it to be brought out, and it's a brother like in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? He acting sketchy, he like walking around the parking lot, kind of circling the cars. He just being real sketchy. We kind of make eye contact a few times, and it's like 3, 4 in the morning, so I'm like, man, I'm already on guard, like is this dude friend or foe, you know what I'm saying? But then I see the brother start, he started picking stuff up off the ground, picking up change off the ground, like he was trying to pick up like some food items off the ground. Whatever the case may be. And then that kind of like just changed my whole, that just kind of changed my whole spirit, man, my whole mentality from on guard to like, shepherd mode, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like this may be a potential, sheep, you know what I'm saying? This might be an opportunity to care for one of the Lord's sheep, so I kind of just watched him a little bit more. And then shortly after that, he could walk over to the car, asked me if I got any some dollars. I really didn't have nothing, but I gave him the change I had, and it's like, that was it. And I was finna pull off, man, but something in my spirit was convicting me, man. I just knew I had to it was on my spirit. I just knew I had to tell that brother the truth, you know what I'm saying? The truth of the holy scriptures, man, the truth of the Lord Yahweh Shai Shai. But before that happened, because man, it's a scripture like that. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But man, if the brother was hungry, he'll more likely listen to me once he got a full belly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So anyway, man, walked with the brother inside. He he ordered some food, whatever he wanted. He got his food. But before I left, man, I made sure to tell the brother, man, that he was an Israelite. I relayed unto the brother the Lord's true names, Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shai, his only begotten Son, again, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and so on and so forth. And I brought out this scripture to him, man. And again, this is the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God, man. And I brought this scripture out to him, man, after just, relaying this truth and prophesying to him a little bit. And because essentially, yes, these bodies need food and substance, and the Lord knows that. But more than anything, we need this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right? And faith and belief within the Lord Yahweh Shai, because this is what will sustain us, all right? The scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, all right? Because we coming into the time of prophecy and judgments, economic collapse, famine, all right, plagues, martial law, civil wars, race wars, and ultimately World War III, America being destroyed by 200 million nuclear missiles. So, food and physical things are not going to sustain you in that day, man. The only thing that's going to keep you and preserve you and save you in that day is the Lord Yahweh Shai. So as the brother was yearning for physical food, man, it was on my spirit to give him that spiritual food, man, in hopes that would sustain him, and And it's crazy because the brother was real humble too, man. When I relayed the truth unto him, and then I I had man, he had his phone out, so I was like, hey man, you mind if I give you my YouTube channel, right? And then when I pulled up the YouTube channel, he kind of looked, and man, he like smiled, and he was like, wow. And that's all he said, but it was like the look, you know what I'm saying? The look said it all. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother was grateful. You feel me? Not only for the physical food, but for the spiritual food. You know, the brother was grateful. And man, I just say all that to say, you know, that's why it's important to be obedient to the Spirit, you know what I'm saying, and obedient to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because that's something I also told the brother. I told him, I said, man, I felt like if I would have left here without no, so like I didn't tell him that. I was thinking that. I thought, man, if I left that parking lot without telling that brother the truth, without relaying this message, I feel like the Lord would have judged me, you know what I'm saying, in some capacity. Because that's how serious the conviction was, man, to tell that brother the truth. All right. And even if, you know, even if he never go on that YouTube channel and watch a lesson, if he never remember the names of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, the point was being obedient to the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and being obedient when the Lord commands you to move. All right. But Lord willing, I pray and hope that brother truly did receive that spiritual food, man. All right, because you know he gonna be hungry again in a few hours or in a day or so, right? But this spiritual food, man, it'll keep you sustained. You know, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and faith within the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It'll keep you sustained. You know, and it'll keep you keep you going, keep you pushing. And through your faith, man, the Lord will provide food and substance. You know what I'm saying? Through your faith, the Lord will provide shelter. Through your faith, the Lord will provide a daily bread, you know, a means to provide for yourself financially. You know what I'm saying? But kind, man, you know, I just wanted to get this spiritual hydration, you know, and I pray and hope that it was edifying and are encouraging. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.